All right, Colquitt County, get ready. We're going to do this thing again. Get your iced tea, because it's time. The great outdoors of Colquitt County is starting right here and right now.
Hey, I'm tough. What's the word for you to choose from? Gold chain.
Miss Pine Seedling and Miss Forestry Queens will participate with Smokey the Bear.
World Congress Center in Atlanta this year. The dates are January 3rd.
It's time now for the great outdoors of Colquitt County on CCTV Cable Channel 32. The great outdoors of Colquitt County brought to you in part by the Food Depot in Moultrie.
I'm going to drop a little knowledge on you. Little known fact. In 1990, I'm talking about 1990, let's turn the clock back, way on back. There was a young man that was on TV catching fish. It was a local TV station, but it don't make no difference. He was on TV, and he was catching some fish. Snatching one's head sideways, this ain't my first time. Watch this.
Oh! Oh! Now this is a fish, folks. Looky here, don't you buy no ugly truck. Good gracious, look at this mamma jamma pull. Looky here. Look at here, going up, coming up. Look at there, that jump. Yes, sir. Holy moly, hang on to him, Dower. Yes, sir. Coming around to this side of the boat. Oh, I don't know if y'all can hear that line, but it is cutting the rug. Oh, he's going under the boat. Now, see, I can turn this fish whichever way I want. I think by just using this rod, if he runs to the right, I can drop my rod to the right. I mean, to the left. If he runs this way, I can come back this way like he's doing. Looky here. Looky here. That fish is not giving up at all. I'm talking about a football. Looky here. Looky here. Come on in here, big bad mama. Come on in here. Come on in here. Let the fat boy get his hands on you. Yes. Ha. Now look inside here, folks. Look inside here. Chip, get a shot of that for the folks at home. See that fish's tail in there? Inside that fish's mouth. This fish is feeding. That is a brim inside the gullet of that bass. Can you see that? It's the black outline right up there. This fish is feeding. Look at that hook fell out of his mouth. And that is a good chunk, folks. That's about a 3-pound fish right there. Let's let her go back. Take off, boy.
Wow, man. I can still feel that fish pull today. If I think about it, I could probably remember every one I've ever caught because I liked it so well. I mean, I loved it. I liked that. Did you like it? Well, hey, let's do it again.
Well, in case you hadn't noticed, like we said earlier, the rain was going to be a big factor. I'm sitting out here in a drizzle now. But that's the true mark of the die-hard fisher. Rain don't even stop him. But I got news for you. If it rains too hard, I'll be under a tree somewhere. Done managed to catch me another one here. A good fish, too, man. That sucker is pulling. Look at him.
Cameraman.
Hang on there, boy. Don't come loose. He's trying to knock the bottom out of the boat. Get a shot of that rod, happenin. Good gracious. That fish is barely hooked. As big as that mama jamma is, that fish is barely hooked. I'm gonna get my hands on that fish before he goes somewhere. Too late, mama. Too late. You done made the fat boy look too good. That fish was laying right by the boat, holding close to structure. I mean close to structure. And if y'all don't think this is a big-gutted mama, y'all got another thought coming. This is a huge fish. Oh, Lord have mercy. Come on out there now. Ain't gonna hurt you much. You just want to get that old hook out your mouth. Hooked in there good too, ain't it? Good night. You wanted that thing. And I hate to tell you, you got it. I ain't never seen a fish hooked the way this is hooked. Come out there, boy. There we go. I got one thing to say. Wayne Pearson, eat your heart out. Let's let this big old mama go. My wife won't touch me as she sees this, but good gracious. That is a beautiful fish. All right, let's go back down there, mama. And there she goes. Makes you feel kind of good.
This next clip we're going to show you, I got the opportunity to fish with a very fine man by the name of Clay Gordon. The clips that you're watching is from the TV show, The Great Outdoors of Colquitt County, which I thought up the name for in 1990 and was on a local TV station with it. Clay was one of the sponsors of the show. He called me up one day. He said, "Hey, Steve, let's go fishing." I was like, "Yeah, man, let's go." Plus, I kind of needed to go fishing with him anyway, because at that time, he was the one owning the VHS camera that we were using to shoot the show. And yes, to all you young people, there used to be a thing called VHS. You couldn't take video with your phone or no kind of stuff like that. It was a big unit about this wide, weighed like 30 pounds. So, Clay owned a local store down the road from where I lived, and I drove down there to meet him. He was jumping in his truck. And when he came out, I noticed that Clay, he had a suitcase of bush with him. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people that like to fish and have them a cold one. There ain't nothing wrong with it. When I'm fishing, I'm serious. I don't need a distraction. But little did I know that by the time that we could drive about 10 miles to get to the pond that we were going to fish in, Clay had done drank quite a few of them things. And when we got to the pond, he was getting in the boat and he put 6 under the seat to where they couldn't be seen by the camera. And I was clowning around with him and I said, "Clay, is that all we can get in the boat?" And he looked at me and he said, "That's all I got left." And he was serious. Now, if I'm not mistaken, a suitcase has got 24 cans in it. And it didn't take me but about 30 minutes out on the water to realize that that stuff was beginning to set in on him, and it wasn't going to act like hook setting fluid. He was lit. He was so lit we could have night fished by him without any lights. And then I knew that I was fixing to catch the bad end of the stick. Watch this.
Man, howdy. The way you chunking that thing there, I hope you don't get my hat. Because if you do, it's going to be gone. That thing is whooshing when it comes by me. Whoosh!
Oh, rattlers for nothing.
No.
That's what it is, a rattler.
I tell you, if I have my preference, though, when I'm fishing a rattling bait, or should I say a rattling lipless crankbait, which is what this is really called, I'd a whole lot rather throw that cotton cordell. It's got a higher pitch sound. than the rattle trap. The rattle trap makes a low thumping, rattling noise. Oh! That fish hit that as soon. I'm talking about as soon as it hit the water. You hear me? I'm talking about there wasn't no playing around. That lure said pop, and that line straightened up, and I said, there he is. That's why he hit it. He ain't about 6 inches long. Look at him there. He gonna cut the rug for us.
All right.
Come up here, boy. Calm down.
He just practiced and rolled
Calm
away.
down. Calm down. Look at him. He still wanting to fight.
Yeah, I so. Man, I'll tell you, those little things that give you a fight.
Yeah.
Sometimes the little ones give you a better fight than the big ones.
Yeah, I've caught quite a few big ones just lay there and die.
Yeah, right.
Come out here, boy.
Well, the little ones got more to fight for, that's all.
Come out here, boy. Aquarium-sized bass. Kind of look good. There he is.
He's in there.
Look at him. He gonna cut a rug, right? Look at him. He trying to get in that moss. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. There he goes, boy. Come up here, boy. Come see us. Splash some water on Grace. Splash some water on Clay over there for me. Use a good fish.
Those little fish will give you just as much fight sometimes as the big one.
Yeah.
Not that heavyweight fight, but the action fight.
They'll just sure enough jump around there. Act like they're having them a good time.
That's right.
I tell you what, now that rattle trap got hung in his mouth.
Yes.
Yeah. He wanted it bad, you hear me?
Well, how come the rest of them don't want it bad?
I don't know. Well, we graduating, folks. A while ago it was a minnow. Maybe this one here's a 1-year-old. And there you go.
Now, I'm going to leave you with this right here. Bill Dance ain't the only one, who, by the way, is my hero. He ain't the only one that has bad stuff happen to him when he fishes. And Bill's cameraman ain't the only one that'll fall out of a boat. You'll see what I mean when you take a look at this.
Before we leave the great outdoors of Colquitt County this week, I'd like to step in. I'm Jerry White with CCTV, and we would like to commend Steve and his cameraman Chip for going above and beyond the call of duty and the rough conditions that they did to put together this week's show, and we hope that you did enjoy the program. Of course, you know how dedicated Steven is to get the show done. There you see him on the screen right now fishing in the rain, and it takes real dedication to do that. You also heard hints of what happened to the cameraman, and we'd like to give our highest praise to both of them for working real hard to put this show together and to show you just some quick clips.
What's all the problem?
And there he is, cameraman overboard.
Cold today. Very cold. Oh, man. I'm trying to gather my composure here. I have seen one of the funniest sights I've ever seen in my life.
Anyway, the staff and management of CCTV would like to thank our fellow staff members here, Stephen and Chip, for a job well done in producing the great outdoors of Colquitt County.
I got to tell y'all folks, I got a cameraman that goes beyond the call of duty, let me tell you. That was something, Chip. I ain't kidding you. That was something. That was cold. Don't lean too far back no more. Yeah, kind of stay up here with me.
I was laughing pretty hard when that happened. I think about it today and I still chuckle. That cameraman was my cousin Chip. And I wish I could find the raw footage to share with y'all. And what y'all don't get to see is he fell out of that boat. Camera's on me, and then all of a sudden you see sky. And he fell in water that was over his head, had his arm extended, and that water came up to right there, and he never got that camera wet and saved that footage right there that you're seeing. And then when he's over on the side of the boat and you're looking at him, he's screaming at me, telling me to get him out of the pond because the water temperature was about 56 degrees, and he was screaming he was getting hypothermia. And I couldn't help him because I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. But I hope you've enjoyed watching these clips, and I hope you'll come back and watch some more stuff with us next time. So until I see you again, I hope you get to spend a lot of time in your great outdoors, because until I do see you again, I'm going to be right here in the great outdoors of Colquitt County.
Tune in right here on Monday night next week, 7:30, CCTV Channel 32, for another edition of the Great Outdoors of Colquitt County, and I'm your host, Stephen Wilkes. I want to tell you a funny story about Chip back there one time. Called Chip up on the phone and wanted to go fishing with him. We was going to this fella's pond, and Chip loaded up all his stuff in the truck, and we took off. Got to the man's house, I was going to let him know we was down there fishing. And we got out there, went in the house, told the man we was going to be fishing. It looked like something was bothering him. So I asked him, I said, Dad, what's bothering you, man? He said, oh, the vet just come by. He said, we got to put old Nellie the mule to sleep. He said, she just can't take it no more. He said, I ain't got the money to pay to put her to sleep. He said, I'm going to have to shoot her, and I just can't do it. He said, Steve, shoot that mule for me. I said, Ned, I can't shoot your mule, man. He said, no, do it for me now. I'll let you fish all the time. He said, shoot my mule for me so I won't have to do it. So I said, okay. So I figured I was going to have me a little fun with Chip there. And come back out there to the truck. I acted like I was real mad, you know. I pounded on the dash. I said, hey, how dare that man? Won't let me go fishing in this pond after all the stuff I've done for him? I can't believe it. I scratched out, you know, and spun out there in his driveway. Chip just watching, you know, with old big eyes, you know. We was going on down the road there. There was Nellie. She's out there grazing in the field, you know. I said, I know what I'm going to do. That man won't let me fish in his pond. I'm going to shoot his mule. I jumped out with my shotgun. Wham! Wham! Nellie fell over graveyard dead. About that time I heard, wham! Wham! Turned around and looked. Chip had another shotgun. I said, what are you doing? He said, man, that fella upset you so bad I figured I'd shoot 2 of his cows for you.